All right, let's attack these like a mad dog. Hey, I noticed really fast that x cannot equal -2. Did you guys see that excluded value? I cannot get a -2. So if I get a -2, that answer is not correct. All right, so let's solve this. Okay, there's different ways to do this. We're just trying to get no fraction. We're trying to isolate the x. That's our job. One way to do this is to, since we only have one fraction here, we can turn the other side into a fraction and do cross multiplication. You say this times this equals this times this. That's one way to do it. Or we can say, all right, peace out, fraction. I don't like you anymore. I'm going to multiply both sides by x plus 2. And if I do that, this cancels out, and I multiply this side by x plus 2. You actually get the same thing when you cross multiply. So we get x plus 5 equals x plus 2. And our job here is to get the x's isolated, alone on one side. So, what do we want to do next? You want to get rid of the 5, or you want to put the x's on the same side? X on the same side. So I go x minus x, x minus x. Oh snap! They both cancel out. I get 5 equals 2. Is that true? No. No foo. Okay. So is there a solution? Not Doug. Now, if we got something equal, okay, let's just say hypothetical. If we got 5 equals 5 when we were done, then is it no solution? No. This is all real numbers. Actually, this one wouldn't be all real numbers because it cannot equal -2, right? Maybe I should say except -2. Okay, but this is hypothetical. Let's make a little cloud here. It's like a dream. Oh, it's like that one. That'd be a nightmare. Okay, so look at this one. This one is already like a fraction and a fraction. We could do the cross multiplying thing. Or, oh man, did you see that? We can simplify this. We can simplify this. I'm going to simplify it because I noticed it. I can factor the top. That's a difference of squares, people. We have x plus 4, x minus 4, x minus 4. Shkang, shkang. Look, it just canceled out. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? That's great. That's great right there. Ms. Patey, that's not great. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Okay, we have x plus 4 equals 1/3. Shiggity-doo, shiggity-doo. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I get x equals, no. Let's make a 3 on the bottom. We have a 3 here and then a 12 here. That's a -12, so we get -11/3. Beautiful. Okay, that's your answer. But let me present a different scenario for you here. Let's pretend you didn't see that you can factor it and cancel it out. Let's pretend. Okay, then maybe this is what you would do. You would say times x minus 4 to both sides. And then you got to multiply this side times x minus 4. And so we have x squared minus 16 equals x minus 4 over 3. How come it's on top of the 3? Because we would make this into a fraction. All right, so let's get rid of that 3. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. We're just trying to kill fractions here. That's like the same as cross multiplying. You should have just did that at the beginning. Good job. Way to notice that. So I had to multiply everything by 3 on the left side. And I get x minus 4 on the right side. Now I got to get everything on the same side. You see this squared? Because I have a degree higher than 1, I must factor then solve. And so I'm going to move everything to the same side. We have 3x squared minus x, and then we're going to have minus 52. Where did that 52 come from? Oh, wait. Yeah, where did that 52 come from? That's not right. We have to add 4, and add 4, we get minus 44 equals 0. All right. Let's factor this diggity dog. Because we have a 3 out in front and not a positive 1, our life sucks for a little bit. That's okay. We can do this. What is 3 times 44? Oh, that's yucky. That'd be 88. That'd be... Is it 142? I don't know. Okay, let's see. 88 and add the 44. I shouldn't do things in my head. So we get 2, we get a 1, 132. Hey. 132. So I get 132 up top, and then on bottom, I get a -1. Can you guys think of two numbers that multiply to give me 132, then add to give me -1? Man, this way sucks. I hope that you guys recognize that you can factor this. All right. What times what gives us 132? They have to be numbers right next to each other. Well, let's see. Let's start guessing. 11 times 11 is 121. Okay, that doesn't work. 12 times 12 is 144. 44. Hey, that's closer, but still too much. What about 11 times 12? Hey, that's 132, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, and they're right next to each other. This is magic. 11 and 12. Which one's negative? Okay, how do we know that? Because it has to add to negative 1. So what are those numbers for? It's to split up the middle term. Split them up. So we got negative 12x plus 11x. What if I switch the order? That's right also. Well, I don't talk like that. Okay. We're doing grouping now. Now, I'm using grouping. You guys can also use the box. The box is really cool. If you do the box, this is what it would look like. You would have 3x right here, 3x squared, then minus 12x. And then you'd have a positive 11x, and you have a negative 44. After I set up the box, I want to do the box. But normally I don't like setting up the box. All right, what can I take out of both of these? An x. What can I take out of both of these? A 12, yeah. A 12. And because they're both negative, negative 12, what can I take out of both of these? A 3x. Very magical. What can I take out of both of those? 11. All right, there you go. You just factored it. We have x minus 12, and then we have 3x plus 11. That equals 0. How do you get that by doing that? I'll show you. What can you take out of both of these? Miranda, you the girl. You the girl. Thanks for catching my mistake. All right. That can't be a 12 up there. Miranda's like, that's why I didn't do your homework. I'm just joking. Okay. Yeah, 4. Yeah? Can't take a 12 out. Who said 12? You silly. You're going to fail tomorrow. Just joking. Okay. What can I take out of both of these? What can I divide 3x squared and 12x by? 3x. Okay, so I'm just doing this a different way. So I get x minus 4. And what can I take out of both of those? That's 11 and a 44. 11. So I take out 11 and I get x minus 4. Oh, snap. X minus 4. That's right there. And then I have 3x plus 11. Same thing. Okay, so what do I get? I get x equals 4. And when I set this equal to 0, I get negative 11 over 3. Isn't that the same thing I got last time? I got negative 11 over 3. But how come I got this 4? Can x equal 4? No. The excluded value is 4, isn't it? I can't plug a 4 in the denominator, right? Right? So the 4 is not part of your answer. That's your answer.